Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. I'm the Gray Strega, and I'm here to give you your daily collective read for today, Thursday, May 4th, 2023. What do we have coming through in the cards for today? May I please have the first 5 cards to get us started. Oh my goodness, first 2 cards. maybe not. First 2 cards right out of the gate today. 2 of Cups in its reversal in combination with the Page of Swords. So closing out of cycles, there is some attention right now to partnership energy. Doesn't necessarily need to be romantic, certainly can be. These are partnerships that feel like they're breaking or in a state of breakage. There is a moment right now of having to put some deep look and investigation on how to create balanced relationships. Some of this breakage is potentially happening from some lack of balance or some observation right now in the relationships around you right now to see how you can come into better partnership, how you can move into partnerships that feel more equitable, that feel more equal, and some of tension and degree right now on the ones that are not in that place, feeling that tangible breakage, but also feeling this very interesting energy of the Page of Wands with it as well. So feeling this surge of excitement, this surge of possibility. What we like about this energy is even though we see that there is something that is coming to ground right now around the partnerships that are not necessarily in the space that they want one to be, you're not letting this energetically stop you at this moment. You're actually coming forward right now with a degree of confidence. And this is either going to speak on confidence in terms of trying to how to fix these partnerships, how to get them back into better equality, or just feeling like you are ready to break free from them. You are just ready to say, forget it. Like, I'm fine with it. I'm fine being like in this space right now, feeling that wave of excitement or encouragement goading you forward to do what you need to do in this moment. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now. The next card we are seeing in our 5-card spread is our Tower in its reversal. So there is a moment right now, and this is where we start seeing some of this retrograde energy. Might feel a little difficult because you are recognizing that you are coming out of some circumstances and situations that required this point of recalibration. You are looking and putting a lot of attention right now on some situations and circumstances that potentially created a crisis point in your own life, but using this moment of self-analysis, understanding now, starting to get that moment of understanding why those things had to potentially be removed from your life, why they weren't necessarily leading you to the spaces and places that you were meant to go into. And I will point out that this can feel a bit bittersweet. Frequently when we see this Tower energy in its reversal, it can feel triggering. It can feel triggering because you are potentially reliving or re-experiencing some of those experiences, some of those echoes, if you will, from these situations or circumstances that cause so much of this difficulty for you. But what we're really seeing here is you're getting a different perspective on it. You're not letting it kind of like, you're putting that assessment in it, you're putting that point of recalibration, but you're really using it now as a moment that you're not letting yourself get caught in the sorrow of it. You're reinvigorating from it. You're getting this moment of reinvigoration because you are committed to healing, to moving past some of these experiences that cause Tower moments, and even potentially the energies that may have been involved in them. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now, center card for our 5-card spread right now is Devil in its reversal. Devil in its reversal. We love seeing these cards together, my friends. We love seeing these cards together because what are you looking at right now? We are seeing here that this is a moment that you are making the choice about the partnerships that you want to keep and move forward with, about whether they are healthy and healing or whether they need to be left in the past with this energy. This is the moment of really putting this recognition in and wanting to really see and recognizing that the energies that are meant to go forward with you from this point are showing you actively that they are committed to the healing journey, that you are moving with a degree and you're giving this commitment to your own healing journey. And potentially even having a point of acknowledgement right now that anything that you're allowing to move away from you right now in your own life is simply the connections and partnerships that are not committed to the healing journey. And that is allowing you the energy to move forward from this moment, to move forward from these cycles, to move forward from these circumstances that potentially were causing you any kind of pain or difficulty. It's not that you're not still mourning them. It's not that you're still not feeling them. Especially today, this energy could feel hard because there could be a lot of concentration on these moments right now. But you are looking at it from the point of desiring that point of healing. You're using it now as a moment that is energizing you to continue forward on your healing journey. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now. Next card we have in our 5-card spread, Queen of Cups. We love seeing this as well. This is going to feel a little bit different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy, bearing in mind that this is not based on gender, but what you feel most aligned to. For, like we said, that's not the fact, it's going to feel like heavy energy today. It's not the fact that you're not feeling triggered. It's not the fact that you're not feeling like you have to play out some traumas from the recent past, really assessing some experiences that you're moving away from. But you are committed to your healing journey. You are committed to the work that you're trying to do right now. For feminine, this is allowing this to be a moment that you're not running from this. You're allowing yourself to feel your feelings on it. You're allowing yourself to feel your grief, but you're finding this point of success because you're not letting those emotions overwhelm you. You're not letting yourself get caught in emotional overwhelm. You're not letting the trigger get you into a place that you're over emotive. Instead, you're finding that it's becoming easier and easier to manage these energies because you're using it as a part of your healing cycle. You are using these moments that you're kind of embracing them now. When you feel that connection to the unhealed karmic energy, you're not running towards it. You're not racing to fix it. You're allowing yourself to embody the emotions of it. You're allowing yourself to embody what it makes you feel, but you're controlling yourself in the process. Well, for masculine energy right now, what we're really seeing is this is a moment that you yourself are building this sense of confidence. You're building this sense of excitement. You're committed right now to your healing journey. You're committed to some point of restoration from this tower energy. You're committed to recognizing the partnerships that can be healed, the partnerships that are showing the ability to heal right now, versus the ones that were potentially keeping you in an unhealed capacity. And that is moving you towards right now a manifestation of feminine that you feel is in this emotional balance, has this ability to emotionally regulate, you are identifying this here, and this is what is allowing you to push forward from this point, both with your excitement towards moving towards this energy right now that you're recognizing is in this way, and potentially allowing some of this past energy, either, again, working to restore a partnership right now for the masculine with a feminine that you recognize is in this place of emotional regulation, in a place of emotional balance. Or for some of the masculines right now, this is allowing some cycles to come to a point of completion, allowing some of this breakage to happen as you move towards a manifestation of feminine that you identify has this degree and ability to emotionally regulate. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now, the final card in our 5-card spread is the 4 of Wands. This is a nice moment. This is a moment, again, this is why you're allowed for feminine right now. This is a bit of a sea change, because while there is this moment that you are experiencing, you're having to look, you're feeling the pull of the unhealed karmic connections. You're experiencing some moments right now that you have to assess and analyze, potentially even feeling some assessing or thinking about some of the trauma or processing some of the trauma from past situations that have caused tower moments. You're not letting it overwhelm you. You're allowing this to be a space where you feel emotionally balanced, because there are new possibilities. There's new plans on the horizon. You're seeing something right now in your own sphere of possibility. You see these positive outcomes moving towards you right now. And this is also what is helping you reach this point of emotional balance on these right now. because there's some point of celebration that you're moving towards right now. There's some kind of success on the horizon. And this is what's allowing you to shift your own focus in terms of what you've healed from the past. For masculine right now, this is feeling that while there may be some breakage right now again, it's going to feel a little bit different depending on where you are for the masculines right now. What we're really seeing here is a moment right now for the masculines of one of two things happening. Recognizing some moment right now of relationship breakage, of feeling like there is something here around a relationship that is causing a moment of distance, that there isn't a union immediately, but feeling a lot of possibility, feeling a lot of excitement at this moment that this is not enough, that this is something that can be corrected, because you're recognizing that there is a feminine energy in their emotional balance, and this is leading you to believe there will be a positive outcome around this situation or scenario, as long as you've got the courage to come forward, versus some energy right now that we're seeing with masculine that may be moving away right now from the partnerships that they feel were unhealed, that were connected to some of these tower moments. And you're allowing this to be a moment of healing because you're moving towards an energy right now of a feminine that is in their emotional balance. And it is creating a moment that is making you feel like there is some kind of victory on the horizon here that's allowing you to do so much of this healing at this point. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now between the Page of Swords in combination with the Two of Cups in its reversal and the Devil in its reversal. So a lot of attention right now being paid to partnerships. This is it, man. This is the make or break moment for the relationships. If you've been feeling a lot of this closure energy, this is why. Because there is a moment right now of looking at the partnerships in your life and saying, and especially the partnerships that are not necessarily in immediate connection. There aren't necessarily in immediate connection, and really looking at them and saying, are these partnerships ones that are, it's okay that they're not immediate connection because there's the possibility to heal them. So moving right now into the area of going to repair these because they can be healed, or being able to feel the excitement right now because you are recognizing the ability to walk away from partnerships that are not healed, because the possibility of a healed partnership is here. It's on the table. This is what we're seeing here. It's allowing for this movement point. It's allowing from this shift either towards the places that can heal or away from the places that can't. Can I please get one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now. Going to feel a little different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy, bearing in mind this is not based on gender, but what it most feels aligned to. For masculine right now, this is a moment that you're coming forward with stable offers. You're coming forward with some foundational offer right now. And it's intriguing because what we're really seeing here is there is still a little uncertainty here. There's still some uncertainty. Masculine is in a moment right now. There's some newness here. There is something here that is creating some kind of block as to like what things look like on the long term. But what we really see here is for masculine, there's a feeling that you recognize that coming forward in some degree, showing what you can offer is what is going to help that get that clarity. That the clarification requires you to come forward in some way, to be able to commit in some capacity so that you can clear that blockage in terms of what this will look like in the long term. While for feminine energy right now, there's a moment right now that you are recognizing that there is an offer coming towards you right now, that you are potentially looking at these offers right now. And again, maybe potentially not feeling like you have this clarity in terms of what that long-term specific thing is, but recognizing that you need to go towards the places that are giving you these offers right now. So in the face of things that you are thinking about that are showing clearly that they don't have the ability to give that clarity, right? For feminine right now, this is accepting or moving forward on the places that are giving you the tangible, practical, solid, stable offers versus potentially moving away from what you continue, the unhealed connections that don't have the communication, that don't have the clarity. And while for masculine, again, this is you coming forward right now in some way to help clear up this path going forward for yourself. Continuing in the face, and either to renew partnerships with what you're offering, or to give forward to new partnerships that you feel are healing. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now between our Page of Swords in combination with the Devil card in its reversal, in combination with the Tower card in its reversal. Having this moment right now of excitement, allowing this to be a moment that you're getting your confidence back, taking action today, taking actionable steps, even in the face of addressing some of these unhealed karmic connections coming towards you, which is unhealed modalities of thought, unhealed bad modalities of thought, unhelpful coping mechanisms, unhealed karmic connections. Having not necessarily, it's not that these aren't coming up for you right now, but allowing this to be a moment that you're experiencing them and you're still feeling the confidence to move forward from this point. May I please have one card to clarify? Hangman in its reversal. Hangman in its reversal. This is that being freed up. This is that being freed up. This is not being caught in these situations. It's not, there's a degree in desire and understanding right now that you feel that you do not need to learn anything more about these situations. That more than anything, you just want to be free of them. That you feel like you've learned everything that you need to, that the process has reached a point of completion. And this is what is allowing you this moment to move past them, to feel like you're ready to move past them, to have that excitement on moving past them. Having to face them, but facing them now and not feeling the need to go back to them, feeling the need to just want to be free, just want to be free from them. Continuing to get clarification right now between our Tower in its reversal in combination with the Queen of Cups. So allowing there to be this moment right now, allowing this to be a point of healing. For feminine right now, there is this moment that you are potentially feeling that you are in this point of recovery still from the Tower situations. And you're potentially feeling some of those trigger points today as you kind of observe and think about them. But finding emotional regulation, finding emotional clarity, even as they rise to the surface around you right now. While for masculine energy, this is a moment that you feel that there is a point of restoration that's coming through right now. There is something that is starting to make sense right now. You see some path of productivity going forward, specifically in the direction with a manifestation of feminine that you feel is in this space of emotional stability, of regulation. May I please have one card to clarify? Ace of Pentacles in its reversal. So this is that moment. We see here again, it's going to feel a little bit different for masculine and feminine, bearing in mind that this is not based on gender, but what it feels most aligned to. Masculine right now, there is an observation, there is an understanding of a need to give forward, of a need and desire to give forward in some very tangible way. And feeling, in a way, this understanding right now around some of this energy about maybe almost like even wanting to overgive right now, like overgive in some material way as you kind of come out of this point of recovery right now towards this energy that you're recognizing is in this balanced feminine energy. Just feeling that degree and desire to like give forth today in big ways, in very tangible ways that can be seen and expressed and touched. While for feminine right now, there is a moment that we are seeing that is requiring and feeling in a way that you need to do this in order to kind of secure this energy towards you right now in this fashion. While for feminine, we are seeing that this is a moment that you're going through a point of recovery on. And you're putting a lot of this attention on your own emotional regulation right now. And you are putting forth right now in your own life in big ways. You may even be feeling a point of exhaustion because you're working so hard right now. You're pouring so much of your time and effort and energy into the material right now that there might even be a moment that we're recognizing may not necessarily feel like it's maintainable. But we're almost seeing here that you're almost overcommitting right now because it helps you work through some of this past trauma that's potentially coming through. So emotional regulation while like through overcommitment into like the tangible space. While for masculine right now, we're seeing here that again, this point of recovery being trying to find a point of recovery towards a manifestation of feminine right now that is your focus, and feeling this desire, this degree to just want to overcommit to this energy right now because you're gravitating towards it so much. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now between our Queen of Cups in combination with our Four of Wands. So feeling this moment right now. For feminine, this is feeling like, again, it could be feeling like a little strange, right? Because what we're seeing here is not that the fact that today is feeling very heavy. It's feeling very heavy. There's a lot of heaviness coming through right now with this energy. Devil card in its reversal, Tower in its reversal. These are heavy things. But feeling in a way like, again, we got kind of a calm before the storm energy here. Feeling this point of balance, feeling like the interesting point of not having these things, even while they're rising up, they're not emotionally affecting you the way that they may previously have, or the way that you may even be surprised that they're not. But recognizing that that is because you now have these positive experiences that you're moving towards right now that are allowing these things to come up without them affecting you. While for masculine right now, this is a point of feeling some key moment of celebration, feeling some kind of moment of victory right now that is approaching towards a manifestation of feminine that you feel is in this place of emotional balance, in this point that is open to you, that is communicative, that is expressive, and allowing this to be a point of celebration that you're feeling, which is probably leading you to this moment of wanting to just like over commit right now, because you're like, oh, this is good. I see that there's this possibility. There's this possibility of positive outcomes here. May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now with our Two of Pentacles in its reversal. So this is a moment that, again, for feminine, there is this moment that you're recognizing. You're seeing something on the horizon right now that's allowing you to make the choices that are necessary. That you may have been balancing multiple things in the past right now, but this is a moment that you're seeing kind of what you are truly hoping to achieve right now. And it's this moment that is creating this like sense of peace for you right now, because it's allowing you to not, even while you're overcommitting in the tangible space right now, it is also allowing you to truly have a focal point in terms of what your priority is. This is not a question of not having priorities. You're not overcommitting right now because you don't have priorities. You're building a moment where you're starting to have a priority. And that is what is leading you to that positive, is feeling that positivity going forward from this point, and also this moment of emotional balance, because you're not feeling the weight of overwhelm. You're feeling like this is a moment that's unifying instead of one that's making you balance between two different places. You're moving towards the positive outcome, even as you're experiencing the past situation that caused some difficulty here. While for masculine, this is this moment of orientation where you are moving in a positive direction towards a manifestation of feminine that you recognize is in this point of emotional balance, feeling that metric of success, and allowing this to also create this point of clarity for you going forward. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now. Clarification between our Knight of Pentacles in combination with our Three of Wands in its reversal, in combination with our Hangman in its reversal. Going to feel a little different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy, bearing in mind that this is not based on gender, but what it feels most aligned to. For masculine energy right now, this is a moment that you are coming forward with some sort of offer. You are freeing yourself right now from any situations that have been causing you any sort of discomfort or frustration. Feeling like you've learned the lessons from some place that you've been holding yourself, not wanting to hold yourself back in this way anymore, not wanting to be held in a place of stasis. Coming forward to some degree right now, potentially to try to create that path for yourself, to allow yourself. There's something about what you're moving away from the place, the position you were holding, that was creating this sense of blockage. It was creating this inability to see what was coming ahead. This is that moment that you're recognizing you're ready to come forward right now to free yourself from those things with a tangible offer. While for feminine right now, this is a moment that you are freeing yourself from any areas that were not creating communication, that were not giving you an idea of what the future looked like, specifically because there is a tangible expression coming through right now. There's something tangible, something that you can hold in your hands, tangible, real offers coming forward in this moment that is allowing you to have this moment of freeing yourself up from those places that have been blocking your own path going forward. May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now with the 10 of Pentacles in its reversal. So, this is the only thing that's kind of an issue right now. You know, there is some anxiety here because there is this feeling of like generalized chaos that's coming through in this as well. There's some kind of feeling that the energy around you right now is really chaotic. Feeling it tangibly. It's also creating a bit of a blockage in terms of like what things are going to look like in the long term right now. But not necessarily letting that hold you back in this moment. Particularly for feminine, because they see something that is coming towards them that feels like it is solid, feels like it is stable, in the midst of something that has been feeling very chaotic around them right now. While for masculine energy right now, this is a moment that I feel like you are moving away from some circumstances and situations that are simply creating too much chaos in your life. That this is the moment that you are freeing yourself to a certain degree of anything that isn't feeling productive, anything that isn't feeling like it's yielding what you want it to yield. Instead, it's just creating a point of chaos instead of harmony. And that is that point of simply turning your back on it to a certain extent as you come forward in some way right now with an offer that you feel is going to help create a much clearer path for you as you go forward from this point. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now between our Hangman in its reversal in combination with the Ace of Pentacles in its reversal. So a moment right now that feels like, this is like we're really getting someone who's like really doing everything they can right now to break free from anything that has been causing discomfort, causing something that has been holding you, preventing you from giving forward, right? We're almost seeing here that for some, this is really removing yourself from a situation that has been causing some kind of like larger blockage for you, and almost feeling the need as you do so, like not only feeling the need that you want to be freed from this, but also like wanting to really rush forward right now, freeing yourself specifically so that you can come forward in a way and give, like almost overcommit to something that you see that you desire right now, that's allowing you to break out of these things that have been holding you in some point of stasis, in some place of discomfort, letting those lessons come to point of conclusion. One card to clarify right now. Clarification coming right now with the 8 of Cups. Making the choice, walking away from the other choices, seeing the path ahead for you, seeing that the path is clear, letting this moment of wanting to commit to something be the thing that allows you to move away from the things that you feel are not necessarily for you right now. Not letting this be a moment that you're waiting for offers to come through. Moving forward right now to a very large degree with what is the opportunities that are at hand. Letting those free you from feeling like you need to wait. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now between our Ace of Pentacles in its reversal in combination with the 2 of Pentacles in its reversal. Heavy energy here in terms of like tangible expressions of commitment going through right now. So putting a lot of effort right now into the material space, overworking in a way, like pouring everything you have right now into something, specifically because you do not feel this need right now to overwhelm. You are focusing on a singular priority. You see what your goal is, and this is what's giving you the energy to like overcommit, over invest in it right now, because you recognize what your priority is at this moment. May I please have one card to clarify? 2 cards coming out to clarify right now. That is the Six of Pentacles in combination with the Judgment in its reversal. So this is a moment right now that you are feeling like there has been this moment of reconsideration. There was something that was reconsidered. And the point of reconsidering around it is because now it is an opportunity that is allowing you to really give fully towards it. This could even be a point of reorientation of something from the past, coming through right now that you weren't able to commit to the degree or capacity that you could at that time. Something around the circumstances now changing that is allowing for you to change your mind and want to have and experiencing this ability to have this reciprocity, seeing this reciprocal situation coming about right now, and letting that reciprocity build a moment of reconsideration on some situations and circumstances right now, even as you're pouring everything that you have into them. Because there is something here, and I will point out, there's something here about over, I'm getting here, over committing to something. Because somebody, I'm almost getting here the energy of someone overcommitting to something because somebody is trying to make sure that someone's mind doesn't change again. Like there was already a mind change that happened, and trying to overcommit to make sure to that the mind change isn't going to happen again is what we're really seeing potentially happening here as well. Thank you so much. Let's continue to get clarification on these cards right now. Clarification between our 10 of Pentacles in its reversal in combination with the 8 of Cups. So a moment that could be feeling kind of chaotic, feeling a lot of this external sense of chaos around you right now. But walking away from the chaos. This is really a moment where anything that's feeling too chaotic right now, again, this is why we see again, the Tower moments coming through right now, the Devil in its reversal. It's not the fact that the chaos isn't there. It's not the fact that these disruption points are there. This is a moment of you just simply choosing it, just walking away from anything that you feel is creating this sense of chaos. Letting that be your choice. Feeling bittersweet about it. Clearly feeling bittersweet, but the path is clear and you're moving away from that chaotic energy. May I please get one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now with our 7 of Pentacles. Being in a space right now where you don't have time. We're really seeing you don't have time for the chaos. You don't have time for it. You don't have time. You don't have the bandwidth for it. This is what is guiding you forward right now. This is a moment that you're recognizing that you just don't have time for chaos. You don't have time for anything that creates chaos because of what you're focused. As we said, you're making your choice and you're focused on what you're trying to grow, what you're trying to build. You're only allowing things in right now that are going to support and help nurture the things that you care about and the things that you're really trying to push forward. Anything that creates chaos, that is a threat to that, it's a recognition that this chaotic energy is a threat to what you're trying to potentially grow. And that is the moment that's allowing you to walk away as you move forward in this way. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now between our 8 of Cups in combination with our 6 of Pentacles and the Judgment card in its reversal. Having this moment right now, making a choice, walking away from other choices, and letting this be a moment of reconsideration potentially too. Reconsidering something and reconsidering what you are able to give to it because of some circumstances changing, either internally or externally around you. This now leaving this ability now to give forward in a bigger way. And that is what is allowing you to make this choice right now. May I please have one card to clarify? 5 of Swords in its reversal. Not going back to the situations and circumstances that have caused grief, that have caused not wanting to go back to places of conflict, not needing to go back to places of conflict, recognizing that you don't need to go back to a place of conflict to get closure. You need to create closure for yourself and for the energies around you right now. So this is a moment of like moving away from points of conflict, instead towards the places that are feeling reciprocal and generous, and letting that really guide you forward in this moment. Again, some bittersweet energy here, but allowing, not letting it necessarily stop you, because you're making this choice. You're feeling this generous energy, and that's kind of making your choice for you at this moment. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now between our Seven of Pentacles in combination with the Five of Swords in its reversal. This really being a moment of letting things grow, having your focus, having all of your attention right now on what you are trying to create, and not going back to anything that's causing conflict. Like I said, a decision right now not to allow for those situations that have caused any kind of grief, that have caused any kind of conflict, to rise back up, because you're making the choice to put your energy and attention right now on what you're trying to build and grow, building that stability around you at this moment. May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now with our Queen of Pentacles in its reversal. This will feel a bit different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy, bearing in mind that this is not based on gender, but what you feel most aligned to. What are we seeing here? Well, and it's going to be very different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy, because for feminine right now, feminine is in a moment right now that we're seeing that they're feeling that emotional regulation. They're feeling that emotional balance. The anxiety point for feminine right now is for feeling a lack of stability. Potentially feeling this anxiety around their own stability, their own ability to create stability and security around them right now, which is why we see feminine moving away from things that they feel are threats to their stability, chaotic energy, moving towards the places that are creating those stable energies around them right now, letting conflicts move aside as they overcommit their own energy to what they're working on, to the things that they are trying to create for themselves, the energies that are feeling supportive, that are helping in that endeavor. Because on the more than anything, while feminine's in an emotional stable point right now, they're not necessarily feeling that on the tangible level. While for masculine energy right now, this is going to feel potentially different, because what we're seeing here is a moment that you are having, and this could be a singular feminine energy or potentially two feminine energies. It could be a singular one manifesting both of these qualities right now, or two separate ones. For masculine right now, there's a lot of concentration towards either a singular feminine energy that is in a very emotionally grounded place. And you might even be looking at this energy and appreciating the fact that this energy is one that can keep their own ability of maintaining like a strong emotional regulation point, even in the midst of something that they're experiencing that could feel like less like secure, less materially stable. Appreciating that this energy can kind of move in those two different spaces, which is like quite an accomplishment. Or this is a moment right now of feeling that you've got two different energies that you're moving towards right now, where there is this moment, and again, this could be you trying to help with the stability of this energy to make them feel more stable because you're emotionally connecting with them. That's why we're seeing here. That's why thank you. That's why the masculine energy is coming forward to try to show that degree of stability towards the feminine right now, because they recognize that they're feeling like that. Or for some of the masculine energy right now, this could be your concentration on two different feminine energies. One that you're trying to move towards right now to have some situation have a happier ending, feeling like there is a lot of energy around this. This feels very helping you restore from a tower moment right now, giving you that support, giving you that emotional connection as you move to like something that feels more positive and productive, while you're putting potentially a lot of time and energy as well into trying to potentially restore something around a feminine energy that is in a point that they weren't, that they are lacking that stability. They're lacking that their own security here, or that they caused some moment for you that made you feel like it was not stable. You're putting in that energy here to try to focus and correct and put energy in fixing this right now so that it will be able to be stable long term. Bottom of the deck on this reading right now is King of Wands in its reversal. This is going to feel a little different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy, bearing in mind that this is not based on gender, but what it feels most aligned to. For masculine right now, we're seeing that there's a lot of concentration around the material. There's a lot of pentacles here that are on this table. So there's a lot of work right now about putting forward offers, putting forward tangible moments right now to try to, I think, in a way, like we see, the feminine is feeling some point of instability, to try to like let them feel that this is secure, that this is safe, that this is grounded. But there is some deeper anxiety as it relates to like what things look like on the long term in terms of the plan. Maybe even potentially feeling right now that there is some inability to really come forward in the passionate degree that you would desire right now, in the way that you would ideally desire to communicate, wanting to kind of have that moment that's going to allow you to really be able to channel your own passion, your own creativity, your own communication towards this energy. While for feminine right now, there is a lot, again, we've been seeing this, a lot of the concentration around feminine right now is about trying to create their own stability, because this is saying to me that there's still a lot of orientation for feminine right now on masculine energy that may have entered their life in the past that caused some of these tower moments that we're seeing. Masculine energy that they may not necessarily be in communication with, masculine energy that they feel was serving their own purposes that resulted in some of these tower moments happening. So even now, even as feminines moving forward in this space of like the new opportunities around them, they're being very cautious and careful not to want to bring in this type of energy, or putting a lot of thought and consideration in an energy in this space that they may not necessarily be in communication with, but they're still thinking about heavily, and whether it is an unhealed karmic connection or not would have to do with whether they're communicating, which is why it is reversed. That is our daily collective read for the day. I want to thank you guys so much for being here and experiencing it with me. Just a reminder, if you would like to book a private reading with me, you can book one on my website, graystrega.com. My private readings are done over video with the option of a recording sent to you afterwards. And if you are a subscriber to my TikTok, you can take 10% off any of my services when you pay. Just mention your subscriber ID at the point of payment. Please keep in mind as well that when you book a private reading with me, it is a 2-step process. You have to book the reading and you have to pay for the reading. Please make sure you do both if you would like to have a reading with me. My readings, and again, also my readings are done over video with the option of recording sent to you. And also please keep in mind, this is very important. I will never, ever, ever reach out to you for a private reading. I will never PM you. I will never DM you. I will never inbox you and tell you that your great grandmother has a very important message for you. The only way you can book a reading with me is if you go to my website. I want to thank you guys so much for having this reading with me today, and we will do this again tomorrow.